Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Ski Trip by Chef of Death, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We need to draw an orthogonally connected path, moving from cell center to cell center. The path does not branch, cross itself, or overlap itself. The path starts at the cell marked start and ends at the cell marked end. And the path must only visit cells that contain an odd digit. A cell orthogonally adjacent to the path that is not part of the path must not be odd. So what does it mean to be orthogonally connected as a path? It means you can go from any cell in the path to any other cell in the path just by going through edges, all while staying in the path. So a potential valid path would be something along the lines of like this, right? Because you can go from any cell in the path to any other cell in the path just by going through edges while staying within the path. What you could not have, though, is something along the lines of that. That's not valid because you are going from this cell to these cells. These cells can get to each other by going through edges while staying within the path, but these cells cannot connect with the rest of the cells by just going through edges while staying on the path. They have to go through a corner, or they have to go through an edge but exit the path, which is not allowed. And again, the path must start in the start point and then end in the end. And every cell on the path must be an odd digit, and every cell that is orthogonally adjacent to the path, which means it shares an edge with the path, must not be odd, so it has to be even. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, first things first, let's mark all the odd digits and all the even digits. Usually I mark the odd digits as red, and I mark the even digits as blue. 6 is even, 7 is odd, 8s are even, 9 is odd. And we know every cell on the path must be odd. So the start cannot have a path this way, so it must go this way. Let's mark the path as green and the cells next to it as yellow. Because the green paths are the same as the red, but we are not necessarily on the path. So these are both green because they must be odd. This must be odd, so that's green. This is even. Okay, what happens with in row 1? We have 2 odds already in the row. We have 2 more odds here. If we try going this way, that would require 2 more odds on the path, but then that would be 6 odds in row 1, which is not valid because there are only 5 odd digits from the digits 1 through 9. So we cannot go this way, which means the path does have to go this path here. So these 2 are on the path and must be odd. So one of these 2 has to be on the path. That means one of these is on the path to connect it orthogonally. And this cannot be... One of these is odd, which means we have 5 odds in this upper right-hand box, which means the last digit has to be even. These are on the path, so this is or next to the path, so it's yellow. That's yellow. Maybe we can just make it blue. We'll make the path green particularly, but that's essentially the same as red. But the blues don't have to actually worry about essentially having how do you say it? We don't have to worry about it being different than the actual path itself. Okay. Um, so we have to go here. Um, can we go? We can go this way because we can't go all the way down here because um, so the two ways that the path can go, or three ways, I guess, we can go this way to here, this way through here, or this way. We cannot go straight down. So if we go this way, there are only two more odd digits available in row 4. So we have to go either that way or we go this way. So it has to be either that or going that way. It cannot go this way. If we go this way, the path cannot go that way because it can't overlap itself, which it would have to basically go. It can't branch. And we can't go straight down here because if that's the case, it would basically there would be too many odd digits in column 7. But if we try going this way, the problem is this would not be on the path because you can't go back on the path, you can't retrace it, and you can't branch. So you cannot go this way, which means you have to go this way. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And you can't go down here because that would be too many odd digits in column 7. So we have to go this way on the path. That means we have to go here on the path. We can't go full 3 digits that way because that's too many odd digits in row 4. So we have to continue this way because we can't go that way there. We have to go here, then here, then here. That's 5 cells on the path. We could go either there or there. We don't know. So this must be even because every cell that shares an edge with the path must be even. This is even. Well, we have 5 odd digits in the central cell, so that's even also. These are both odd. We have 5 odds in row 4, so the rest are even. So we have even there, even there. We have to eventually go either here or through here. I'm not sure which. This seems valid. This has to be 3, 9 as a pair because those are the only odd digits remaining in row 4. These digits are 2 and 4 remaining in the central box for the even cells. We could just do that. That seems fine. Or like that. Or we can go straight through here, potentially. We could do that also. That is also possible. Can we go around through this way? I think the answer is probably no, right? If we go this way, we cannot branch. So we can't go just that way and then that way also. We can't trace back on the path, so we can't go there. So if we go this way, we'd have to go this way. That is possible. So we could go this way through here. Can we ever go through here? So if we ever go this way, we have to go all three of these this way, which means we do not have another odd digit available in row 9 because that's all 9 there. So we'd have to go up and then we could go here and then, but we can never reach down to back to row 9. And the problem with that is we can't go here because that would branch. We would have to do something going through 1. But the problem with going through 1 is we can only have 5 odds in this lower right hand box then. And if that's the case, there's no way we can get. Oh, we could do something like that. So that is possible. No, that's not possible. Okay, so we can't go completely in if we exclude 9 from the path in this lower right hand box. There's no way we can go directly from the 1 to the end because that would require 5 cells, and there would then have to be 6 cells in this box that are odd, which is not allowed. So the other possibility would be doing something like this. But the problem is with that is that we'd have 6 odd cells in column 9 also, if that's the case. Again, it cannot be fully within. We can't have 5 or more cells on the path within this lower right-hand box because that would not including 9. And therefore we cannot go all in this box without including the 9, but we can't include the 9 because then this would be too many cells in row 9 being odd. And then we try to go around this way, but that doesn't work because we have too many cells in column 9 being odd. So this can never work going this way. So we actually have to always go through this way. Now the thing is, it could do something like this and then double back. We could go here and then connect that way. That is also possible. We just know that these are odd, that's all. So we could go this way and then double back. That is potentially possible. Where is the 5 in this central box? Cannot be here, so it must be here, which means the remaining remaining odd digits are 1 and 7 because we have a 3-9 pair already here. Okay. Remaining digits in. Where is remaining digits in column? Well, where's the 1 in this upper right-hand box? Cannot be here because of 1 in the column. Can't be here because of 1 in the row. Can't be here because it must be even. So 1 has to be here, which means this is on the path, and this is not on the path, so it's even. So if we enter here, we cannot do something like this, as I said. So if we enter here, we have to go to the 9 and then go to the end. Otherwise, we can just go to the 9 and then go straight to the end. So either way, this is going to have to be on the path, because we can't have all 5 be on the path in this lower right-hand box. Again, like I said, we'd have 6 odds then in that box, which is not allowed. And we can't go this way, going around, avoiding the 9. So we have to be on this path here. So this is not going to be on the path, it must be even. That means the remaining digits in column 9 have to be odd, because we have 4 evens in the column. This has to be even because it's not going to be sharing an edge. It's sharing an edge with the path. It's orthogonally connected to the adjacent to the path. So that's even. We have 5 odd digits in this lower right-hand box, which eliminates 5. The odd digits in the rest of the box, so these are both even, so we then have to go on the path here. So that's on the path. This must be on the path. We cannot go on the path here, because if we do, they would branch, because you can't go here to connect to the end here. You would have to branch. So this cannot be odd. It cannot go, the path cannot go this way. It must be even. We have to go here, and then one of these two is odd. We don't know which. Therefore, we have 5 odds in this lower central box, so this must be even. We could go this path. We cannot go this path anymore, because again, we can't go here and then branch this way. So if we go this way, well, we could do something like this. No, because the thing is, if we go this way, we necessarily have to go down. Even if we try to go around it, we still would have 6 odds in row 7, which is not allowed. So we cannot go this way, which means that's even. Can't go this way here, so that must be even. One of these two is even. Actually, we have 4 evens in row 8, which eliminates evens in the rest of the row. So this must be odd. These must be odd, which means we have all the odd digits on the path in this lower central box. So this must be even. We have 4 evens in column 6, which means this must be odd. Okay. So this is even, even, even. And this is the path. And I think we've colored all the cells that are orthogonally adjacent to it also. We have 4 even cells in column 8, which eliminates evens in the rest of the column, so these are odd. One of these is odd, one of these is even. Okay, where is the 4 in column 7? It can't be here because the 4 is in the boxes. It only can be here then, so that's 4. Where's 8 in this lower right-hand box? Cannot be here because of 8 in the row, so 8 has to be here. That leaves 2 and 6 remaining. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column, so this is 6, which makes that 2. That leaves the last remaining digit that's even in column 9 as 8, which leaves the remaining even digit in this upper right-hand box as 6. This can't be 2, 4, or 8. It's 6. That leaves us as 2 or 8. 6 cannot be here in row 5 because of 6 in the box. Can't be here because these are odd, and this is filled out. So where's the 6 in row 5? It has to be here. So this is even. We have 4 evens in this left central box, which eliminates evens in the rest of the box. So that's odd. We have 5 odds in column 1. That leaves the remaining digits as even. We have 4 evens in row 3. That leaves the remaining digits as odd. We have 4 evens in row 7. That leaves the remaining digit as odd. Okay. We have 4 evens in row 5, which means the remaining digit must be odd. We have 5 odd digits in this right central box, so the remaining digit must be even. One odd, one even there. One odd, one even there. We have 5 odds in row 1, which eliminates odds in the rest of the row, so these must be even. And because we have 4 evens in this upper central box, the rest must be odd. One odd, one even here, and one odd, one even there. So the rest we probably have to just do normal Sudoku. 5 cannot be here in this lower right-hand box because of 5 in the column. So where's 5? It has to be here. So that's 5, which makes the remaining digits in this box a 3, 7 pair. That leaves the remaining digits that are odd in column 9 as 1 and 9. And this can't be 1 because of 1 in the box. So that's 9, which makes that 1. This must be a 2, 8 pair as even in column 7. In this left central box, this has to be 9. And these have to be a 4, 8 pair. Remaining digits of row 5 are 3 and 9. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the column. So that leaves this as 3. That's 9. That leaves a 7 remaining in this box. We have 5 and 7 remaining in, well, what do we have in column 8? We have a 3. We have 5, 7 remaining in column 7. This digit as an odd digit must be 7. We have 2, 4, and 8 remaining in row 1. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the box, so 2 has to be here. That leaves us as a 4, 8 pair here, but this can't be 8 here because of the 8 in the column, so that's 4, that's 8. 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 2 and 4. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 8 and 2. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 4 and 8. Remaining digit that's even in row 3 is a 6. Remaining even digit in column 6 is a 2. That leaves just 4 and 6 remaining for the even digits in row 7. This can't be 6 because of 6 in the column, so it's 4 and 6 there. This digit cannot be 2, 4, or 6 because of 2 or 6 in the box and 4 in the column, so this is 8, which leaves the last even digit in column 1 as a 2, leaves the last digit in column 1 as a 3. We have to have 4 and 6 remaining in these cells in this lower central box that are even, and this can't be 4 because of 4 in the column, so that's 6, which makes that 4. And we have an 8 remaining somewhere in row 9. It cannot be here because of 8 in the column. Can't be here because of the way that the path works, so 8 has to be here. So that's even. Gives us 4 evens in column 2, so this is odd. And 4 evens in this lower left-hand box, which leaves that as an odd digit. That's 5 odds in column 3, so that leaves that as even, which is a 4. And the rest is, again, normal Sudoku. Ones. Where's the 1 in column 2? Cannot be here because of 1's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 1 in the row, so it must be there. Where's the 1 in row 9 then? Cannot be here or here because of 1's in the boxes, so 1 has to be there. Where is 1 in this row 3? Cannot be here or here because of 1's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 1 in the column, so 1 has to be there, which makes this 7, which makes that 1, and that should be all the 1's. 3's. Where's the 3 in column 3? Can't be here because of 3 in the boxes, so it has to be there. Where is 3 in this lower central box? Cannot be here because of 3 in the row, so it must be one of these two, which means we're guaranteed a 3 here, which means this can't be 3. That's 7, which makes that 3 there. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we're close to solving this. Where is 3 in column 6? Cannot be here because of 3 in the row. Can't be here because of 3 in the row. And the rest are filled out, so this must be 3, which makes that 9. We don't have enough information to disambiguate these 3's, so that's fine. 4 is already done. 5 next. Where's the 5 in column 2? It has to be there. 5. We don't have any disambiguators here, so that's not going to be helpful. 7. Where's the 7 in column 5? Cannot be here because of 7's in the boxes. Can't be here because 7 in the row, so 7 has to be there. That leaves the 7 remaining in row 9 as there. And we can't disambiguate these right now, so we don't know what those 7s are. 9. The last 9 in the lower left-hand box is here. That eliminates 9 there. Whereas 9 in this lower central box cannot be here or here because of 9's in the row and column, so 9 has to be there. Whereas a 9 in column 6 then can't be here because of 9 in the boxes, so 9 has to be there. And we have 8, 9, so we know where the last 9 is. It's there. Okay, hopefully that disambiguates something. It did. In row 7, the 3 has to be there. That gives us 8 3s. So that leaves a 3 there as the remaining 3. 5. The 5 in row 8 has to be there. The 5 in column 5 has to be there, which makes this 7, which makes that 5. And that leaves just a 7 left in the puzzle. And that's a solution. It is fairly straightforward. I think the execution of this, though, is a little bit more difficult than very easy. I think I would label this as an easy level puzzle. If you're not used to the orthogonality of things, and I could see you potentially running into problems. So I would not consider this very easy. The execution on this could be decently difficult, I think, which is why I would consider this just easy. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.